Alright, welcome race fans to MaxSpeedTV. Tonight we are bringing you the American Dirt Series, brand new league. Branched off and made a new league from another league on here, so we know a lot of these drivers are going to be here tonight. This is going to be some exciting racing coming your way right now. Right now we do have a red flag on the track, of course. Qualifiers will begin here shortly. They have 4 laps to complete the fastest lap they can. That will set the grid here for heat races. Once we do that, we will have the trophy dash, the C main, the B main, and then your feature race coming up later on tonight. So don't go anywhere, folks. Make sure you hit that like button on YouTube, and we plan to have some great racing coming your way. But before we get underway, we do want to remind you we have a few partners here for the broadcast, one of those being Performance PCs. Make sure you check them out for all your water cooling and modification needs at performance-pcs.com. Colby's Eye Paints. If you're looking for a terrific looking paint job here on iRacing, check them out at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints. And HRE Motorsports. They are a great team to follow here on iRacing. You can check them out at hremotorsports.com or on Facebook. Just look up HRE Motorsports. They always, from time to time, do have openings, and they are just a terrific team to follow. A lot of fast drivers. So make sure you do check them out. And we don't have a logo in here tonight, but we do want to give a shout out to Volusia Speedway Park for actually sharing this race on their page. We are racing there tonight here in the virtual world. So again, big shout out to them for sharing that here on their Facebook page. So hopefully some of you will be viewing it from that venue, or way of viewing it, you might say. As it looks like yellow flag's going to be coming out. We have our first set of drivers coming out here for qualifiers. So we will let you know here. Pull up our driver bar for you. It looks like we're going to have Jason McSparron, Casey Malone, Michael Sheridan, and we should have at least one more driver coming out. So we will get that driver to you as soon as we can. Alright, looks like Ryan Oates is going to be the 4th driver coming out. So Mike Sheridan resetting his car there. Also Mason Crawford in the 15. Looks like he may be the first car to roll out. He is going to be coming out as well. So we're getting some stuff shuffled around here. We should have 4, maybe 5. It looks like we are going to have 4 drivers coming out for this first round of qualifiers, though. Again, we want to remind you that the American Dirt Series Modified Series is presented by No Excuses Racing. So make sure you get them a big shout out as well. So they are the official title sponsor of this particular series here in the Modifieds. It looks like they are coming out still under yellow flag here, folks. Mason Crawford being the first one on to the track, followed by Michael Sheridan in the 91 car. Again, he is your second car coming out. We also have Ryan Oates coming out, getting a little bit of speed in that car, getting that engine revved up, a little heat into it. Coming out, the 4th and final car for this set of qualifiers is going to be the 92 of Casey Malone. Alright, again, these guys have to get to 45 miles an hour. Looks like they are. Green flag is in the air, folks, for this first round of qualifiers. We're riding here with Casey Malone. We'll see what he can do. That first lap not going to be as fastest, as he has definitely got to get one more lap here in the books. Again, they have 4 laps to complete the best lap they can. We'll see just what he can do, and then we will report in all the rest of the times we are seeing coming in as well. So that will put him first place right now with the 17.128. Ryan Oates with a 19.247. That will not be his fastest time. We'll see him cross it one more time here. And he will jump to 3rd with a 17.415. Mason Crawford to 1st with a 17.049. This next lap there, not as fast. A little bit off of that. Michael Sheridan, fourth place currently with a 17.450. Fourth place, fourth fastest there. These guys should have a lap or so left here. Right now, at the top of the charts here for the qualifiers is Mason Crawford, though, with a 17.049. Right behind him, though, Casey Malone with a 17.059. So they are right there, only .01 off of each other. So you can guarantee that will be some great battling here tonight in heat races and into the B main, even in the trophy dash. If both of them do make it, anything can happen. But these should be their last lap here, folks. Shutting them down after this. So we will make sure. And it is yellow flag back out on the track as they will shut it down. Next group of guys coming out onto the track is going to be Jason McSperrin, James Pileski, Travis Marsh, and Steve Carrin. Again, these guys just waiting for the other cars to clear, as it looks like Jason McSperrin will make his way out onto the track here to start his first lap in just a moment. Right behind him is going to be the 19 of Travis Marsh with a for sale sign on that car. So maybe if you're looking to buy it, he might be selling. Does have a for sale sign on there. We'll look to see him up front. I'm sure he is very fast. And just about anything with wheels and an engine, so we'll keep an eye on him later. We got Steve Carrin back there. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. He's fairly new to the racing with this series. Again, this is a brand new series, but they did branch off of another one. And James Pileski, we'll definitely be looking to see him a little higher up tonight as well, as we know he's fast. As green flag is back in the air here for the second round of qualifiers. Again, we're riding with James Pileski. We'll see what he can put down here, and we will also report in all the other times that we get, just so you know who is going to be starting where, folks. All right, again, that will be a 17.474. Put him in fifth place right now. Steve Carrin back to seventh with a 19.062. Travis Marsh, we told you to look out for him. First, their fastest here, first place so far in qualifiers with a 16.901. That is the first 16-second lap we have seen here as he's going to cross the line one more time. Will he be any faster? He will not on that lap. Jason McSperrin, fourth fastest currently with a 17.190. James Pileski a little bit behind him with a 17.212. As it looks like McSperrin is going to come across the line one more time here, folks. And he will not improve on his time any there. So we're back to Steve Carrin. He's going to cross the line here one more time there. See if he can improve on that. He does not do so. Still a 17.248 as he's going to shut it down there. Yellow flag is back out on the track. That round is over. Coming out on to the track for the next set of qualifiers here is going to be Justin Chapman, Jacob Fields, Aaron Theriot, and Christopher Taggett. All right, Justin Chapman coming out on to the track first, followed by Christopher Taggett in the 126 machine. And looks like Aaron Theriot will come out next. And that only leaves one more car for this round of qualifiers, and that's going to be Jacob Fields coming out onto the track right now. Alright, again, these guys will get up here and get these engines revved up, get a little heat in them, get to 45 miles an hour, get spread out, and they will be given the green flag here in just a moment, folks. Green flag is out once again for qualifiers. We are riding here with Jacob Fields as he's going to start his first lap. A little bit of underpacing there, so this definitely will not be his fastest lap of qualifiers here. So we will see just what he can put in. Justin Chapman just put in a 26.335. Again, not his fastest lap. So we'll see Jacob Fields, second fastest with a 16.933. Arian Theriot right now is 11th with a 17.808. Justin Chapman, third fastest with his last lap, now fourth fastest with a 16.976. Christopher Taggett to third with a 16.939. He's got one more lap here. He's got plenty of laps, so he's going to cross this one right here. See if he can improve on that time any, and he will not do so. But Jacob Fields currently second with that 16.933. Christopher Taggett third. Justin Chapman fourth. Aaron Theriot now in fifth with a 16.977. He's got to cross the line over here in just about half a lap or so, folks. We will see if he can do any better. Already a great time, fifth fastest. We'll see if he improves on that time, and he will not do so that time by. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe Jacob Fields can try to get first place here. He's got one more lap here at least to get by. And right now he's .032 off of the fastest time of Travis Marsh. And he will not do it with that time. That round of qualifiers is over, folks. So coming out on to the track for the next set is going to be Matt Burkhart, Ross Phillips, Andrew Ingles, and Kevin Forcier. Alright, folks, coming out first is going to be Matt Burkhart. Actually, second. Looks like ahead of him is going to be the 967 of Kevin Forcier. So he is the first car. Right behind them is going to be Ross Phillips in that 30 machine. Only leaving one car left, and that is the 29 of Andrew Ingles. Coming out onto the track again. This is just qualifiers. After this, we will go heat racing. We should have about 5 heat races here. So we'll get to that as soon as we get that information. We will pass that on to you. But again, we should have about 5 heat races, and then we will go into the trophy dash. As green flag is back in the air waving, folks. We're riding with Andrew Ingles in the 29 machine. We'll see what kind of times he can put in here tonight. And see, he's been very quick in these cars. In a lot of races we've been watching him, this is kind of his baby. He loves these cars, and he has been proven that he can win in them over and over again. So we'll definitely be waiting to see how he can do. As we have a wreck there, so yellow flag is out. 2 cars getting together there. Looks like the 967 of Kevin Forcier and possibly Matt Burkhart, who is in pit road there as well. So we will start again, folks, as nobody really completed a lap. Alright, looks like we're getting ready here. We should get that green flag here in just a moment, folks. While we here under yellow, we do want to remind you, if you have not subscribed, please do so, and definitely hit that like button. Let us know you like the racing, as green flag is out once again. We are riding right now with the 4-car Matt Burkhart, as this definitely will not be a fast lap because he did spend the majority of it there under pacing. So right now we'll start his official first lap here. That lap was a 19.637. Again, not his fastest lap. Andrew Ingles right now has the fastest time. They're even faster than we thought with a 16.832. The top of the charts. He is the fastest lap here, folks. So great job to him on setting the fastest lap. We'll see if any of these guys can beat him. Ross Phillips, currently 12th fastest with a 17.322, folks. We'll see if anybody can top Andrew Ingles, though. Right here with Matt Burkhart. He's currently 15th, going to cross the line there. And he will be 9th fastest now, the 17.102. Kevin Forcier, currently 16th fastest with a 17.550. Can he put on a faster time right here? He's going to cross the line right there, folks. We will let you know as soon as it updates. And 17.505 is faster, but still 16th fastest. So he's going to try to take one more lap around here, it looks like. Nope, he's going to shut it down. Yellow flag is out. They are done for qualifiers of that round. Again, Andrew Ingles setting the fastest time with 16:8:32. But coming out on to the track now is going to be Derek Walker, Nate Davis, Kyle Trevathan, and Laramie Giddens. So those are your next 4 cars coming out on to the track, folks. Alright, looks like first one out is going to be Kyle Trevathan in the 2 car. We'll see who's going to come out right behind him. Looks like it's going to be Nate Davis in that 36 machine. And right behind him, not sure it's going to be one of these 2 here. Looks like it's going to be Laramie Giddens coming out in that 596 machine. So last but not least is going to be the 20 of Derek Walker coming out to the back of this 4-car qualifier round. So we'll ride along with him real fast. The green flag should be coming out again here in just a moment. Alright, green flag is out once again here in qualifiers. Again, 4 laps to set the fastest lap they can. This will start Derek Walker's official first lap right there. He had quite a bit of time to gather up speed, so this should be a fairly decent time. We'll just have to wait and see till he crosses that line, folks. It's going to be a good one. I'm sure he's very fast, and we'll see what he does here. Second fastest, folks, 16:877. Kyle Trevathan third fastest with a 16:890. And just like that, Nate Davis the 5th fastest with a 16:904. We'll have to look right now. Laramie Giddens 15th fastest with a 17:195. So we'll see if any of these guys can improve on their times right now. It's going to be a close one. Everybody putting in very good, very close times right now. As Giddens is going to pass the line one more time. Does not improve on that right there. So we'll jump back up to Derek Walker, who just crossed the line. That one was not faster either. Kyle Trevathan just crossed the line. 17:224, not going to beat his fastest time. Nate Davis still in 5th place right now with that 16:904. So they're all running out of laps now. Next group of guys getting ready to come out. So their round of qualifier here is just about over. So we'll see if anybody can improve on their time. The furthest one back right now is Laramie Giddens in 15th. He's going to cross the line one more time. Will not improve on his 17:195. And he will shut it down, folks. So that round of qualifiers is officially over. Alright, we got 3 cars lined up so far. Paul Crumry, Dan Murray, and Dennis Potridge getting ready to come out. We'll see if we have one more or not. But again, those cars getting ready to come out are going to be Paul Crumry, Dan Murray, and Dennis Potridge. Alright, folks. Again, it looks like we're just going to have those 3 cars coming out for this time. We only have a handful of drivers left that have not come out. So we will get those to you as possible. It looks like the 4th car is going to be the 711 of William Evans, folks. Another good driver here, so we look to see good things from him. Dan Murray came in just not long ago to what was DSRL, now has formed into ADS. So he is a fairly new driver here, but he has already proven that he is a force to be reckoned with here tonight, as he is definitely going to put up a good show. He's always fast, so he's one that we will be looking for as he's going to come out onto the track. Ahead of him, though, was Dennis Potridge in that 999 machine. Looking like the next car to come out is going to be Paul Crumry. Might have a new paint job on here. Looks like a 7-Up car. I know he had talked about putting a cherry 7-Up on that car earlier in the week during a practice session. But it looks like he just got the stock 7-Up on there. And the last coming out onto the track is that 711 of William Evans. So those are your 4 cars. Green flag will be coming out here just a second. It looks like it has out. Green flag is on the track once again here, folks. They are underway. We'll run along here with William Evans. This should be a fairly decent time for him. He had a little bit of time to gather some speed here before he crossed the line to start this lap, so I imagine it will be a decent time. Probably not his fastest by any means. We will see right there crossing the line, and he will be 18th fastest right now, 19th fastest with a 17.298. Dennis Potridge, 15th fastest with a 17.172, folks. Now 16th, Dan Murray, 11th fastest, 17.024, folks. Just outside the top 10, not by very much though, by .013. And now, just like that, Dennis Potridge will get up with a 16.10 to 6th place. So we'll see Paul Crumride back in 21st right now. Does he improve that time by? He does improve, 17.264, but not enough to move out of 21st spot. William Evans in this 7-Eleven machine up to 6th place with a 16.909, folks. Great run for him. He's about to cross the line one more time here. We'll see if he improves on it once again. And he will not do so that time. And Dennis Potridge right behind him in 7th fastest time. Dan Murray still back in 11th as the yellow flag is going to come out. This set of qualifiers here is over, folks. So next coming out onto the track is going to be J.R. Bash, John Fiddler, Richard Stallings, and Danny Breeden. Alright, Richard Stallings out on the track, followed by Danny Breeden out there. Next on the track is going to be J.R. Bash coming out 3rd, and rounding out this one is going to be the 05 of John Fiddler. Again, these guys coming out on to the track. So green flag will be in the air momentarily, folks. These guys are spread out. Everybody looks to be about 45 miles an hour. So that green flag should be out in just a second. There it is, folks. Green flag is out once again here. This should be possibly our last set of qualifiers here, as we only have 2 drivers that have not taken laps, and one of those is running race control. So we will have to see here. It looks like Richard Stallings the first one to complete a lap, followed by Danny Breeden. Again, those are just little half warm-up laps. J.R. Bash putting in a lap. John Fiddler right there putting in a lap as well. Alright, whoa. John Fiddler there putting in a 17.236. Sorry about the little hiccup there. Not sure what that was. Danny Breeden, currently 13th fastest, 14th now with a 16.994. John Fiddler, top of the charts with a 16.736, folks. Richard Stallings, 9th fastest with a 16.913. These guys putting in great times. J.R. Bash currently 24th with a 17.212. He's actually tied with James Pileski for 23rd, actually. No difference between their times right there. We'll see here as he's going to cross the line one more time. Will he improve on that? He will not do so. So now it's going to be, again, top of the charts, beating Andrew Ingles finally is John Fiddler with that 16.736. That is the only 16.7 time here tonight so far, as these guys are shutting it down. Yellow flag is out on the track once again, folks. So not sure. We have 2 more drivers, Zach Rounds and Cody Olson, that have not come out. They may not be coming out here. They may just start at the back. Zach Rounds may start at the back of a heat race. Cody Olson will not be racing here tonight. So 29 cars here tonight. That is a outstanding field here for just a non-points practice race, folks. And this race does not even count for points. It's just out for win, get bragging rights, and just to make sure all of the format stuff works correctly. So we will be right back with heat race number 1, folks, in just a moment. Alright folks, while we have a few moments here under red flag while they get the lineup set for heat race number 1, we do want to remind you again of the partners that make this broadcast possible here on MaxSpeedTV. One of those being Performance PCs. Again, check them out at performance-pcs.com for all your water cooling and modification needs. Colby's Eye Paints. Check them out at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints if you're looking for a fantastic looking ride here in iRacing. And if you're looking for a great team to follow and possibly join if they have any opening spots in the future, check out HREmotorsports.com or just look them up on Facebook at HRE Motorsports. We do want to give a big, huge shout out though to Volusia Speedway Park for actually sharing this race on their Facebook page. We are racing at the virtual counterpart of their real track that they will be racing at this weekend. So if you're in the area of their track, make sure you go check them out. They are located in Florida. So if you're anywhere near Florida, make sure you get down there and support them as well for their race this weekend. They do have a big show going on. So again, make sure you check them out. But again, we will be right back with the ADS Modified Series presented by No Excuses Racing here in just a few moments to start heat race number 1. Alright folks, heat race number 1 is getting ready to come out onto the track here. We have several drivers in here. Heat race is going to have John Fiddler, Nate Davis, Christopher Taggett, Ross Phillips, Matt Burkhart, and Ryan Oates. Again, if you're just joining us here for this broadcast tonight of the American Dirt Series, the way this is going to work, we're going to have heat racing, then we are going to have the trophy dash, followed by the C main. We'll have a little bit of warm-up, practice time in between the C main and the B main. Then we'll go to the feature. So to set all that up, it is all based on heat races right here, right now, folks. Top 2 guys going to the trophy dash, locked into the feature race later tonight. 3rd and 4th locked into the B main, have to fight their way through, and then everybody behind them from 5th on back, will be going to the C main. So that is how it's going to work. Those top 2 going to the trophy dash, 3rd and 4th going to the B main, and 5th and 6th going to the C main. So we'll keep an eye on there. The main spots we want to watch right now are going to be those trophy dash spots. We'll keep an eye on every spot. It looks like we should go green flag racing here in just a second. Green flag is out to start heat race number 1, folks, here at Volusia Speedway Park. They are going great. Route front is John Fiddler to a dominant lead. Nate Davis right behind him, though. So that is going to be a good battle for first. We look just a little bit back. The 126. Oh! 126, Christopher Taggett getting into, it looks like the 30 of Ross Phillips, spinning him around, causing a big wreck. That will bring out a caution, folks. So we'll see who's going to the back. It looked like the 126 got into the 30 of Ross Phillips. That is Christopher Taggett in the 126 machine. Caution is out, though, so we will not have a lap completed. We are having 12 laps here in each one of these heat races and in the trophy dash here tonight. So looks like we might have one lap, but I doubt it. We will get them lined back up, and they should go double file. We'll see. They may go single file here. Not sure what they did opt to do here for race control for this series. Alright, folks, not going green this time, folks. We're going to take at least one more lap around the track here. Again, we are at Volusia Speedway Park. Again, big shout out to them for sharing this race on their Facebook page, helping us get a few more viewers here in the chat. So, if you are, thanks for tuning in. Again, if you're new and you love dirt track racing, make sure to give us a subscribe and a thumbs up on the race, as it looks like we are going to go single file racing here. So, green flag should come out here in just a second. We'll see. You got, looks like the 30 car going to the back here. Yeah, the 30 car going to be going to the back. Maybe we missed something, but we're pretty sure the 126 got into the 30. But regardless, he is going to the back of the field here. So that's a C main position right there. Right in front of him, the 95 of Ryan Oates also going to the C main. Back up to the front, though, it's John Fiddler and Nate Davis. All your first and second cars going to that trophy dash a little bit later tonight. But right now, it looks like we're going to go green flag racing. Possibly. Nope, no green. Race control is not happy with something, folks. So they're going to take one more lap around this track. Alright, folks, people are getting bunched up quite a bit there. Nate Davis all over the back bumper of the 05 of John Fiddler. So we'll see if they're going green. Green flag is out once again to start heat race number 1, folks. That's only our first caution here. We'll look a little bit further back here. Christopher Taggett in the 126, currently 3rd place. As he really would love to get by those front two, at least one of them, and lock himself into that feature race here tonight via the trophy dash. Right now, he is not being able to do it. Nobody looks to have anything for those front two, as there's at least 5 to 6 car lengths between them and second place, him in second place, which is Nate Davis, who has got a good run on John Fiddler right now. We'll see. That is the biggest battle we have going on the track right now. They've kind of spread out here, single file. So again, 12 laps here. We've completed probably 3 now. We try to keep track as best we can, but that right there is your Trophy Dash drivers, first and second, and the best battle on the track right now. We'll have to wait and see if Nate Davis has anything for John Fiddler. John Fiddler getting a little out of shape there. Nate Davis going up high, trying to get by him. We'll see if he puts a slide job on him here in 3 and 4. He cannot do it. He's not even close enough to do it right now. He's going to have to settle back for a second and see if he can possibly get a little bit closer to put that slide job on him, and hope that John Fiddler can't do a crossover move and get back by him. Right now, though, folks, those two battling hard for first and second. Right behind them, though, catching them is Christopher Taggett. He has reeled those front two in just ever so slightly by about 2 car lengths out of those 6. So he's about 3 car lengths off, still in 3rd place. Looking a little bit further back here. Go up 1. Here we go. There we go, folks. 4th place. Ross Phillips making his way back up. Oh, he gets into the outside wall, though, folks. That's going to cost him a little bit of momentum. Right behind him is the 4 car in 5th place of Matt Burkhart. So that didn't really cost him anything. I thought it would. He hit that wall pretty hard, folks. But he did recover from it. And in 6th place, wrapping up this field, is the 95 of Ryan Oates. So back up front, though, is John Fiddler. Nate Davis losing some ground on Fiddler. So about 2 car lengths difference than it was 2 laps ago. So he's losing about a car length a lap here. But right behind him, Christopher Taggart's reeling in Nate Davis. Can Christopher Taggart do anything with Nate Davis? John Fiddler has checked out from this field right now. About 6 car lengths ahead right there. He's definitely pulling away in the straightaways though, folks. So that is the question right now is, can the 126 of Christopher Taggart do anything with the 36 of Nathan Davis? I don't know, folks. Let us know in chat, who do you think is going to come away with the win here tonight overall in the feature race. We have a lot of good drivers here, folks. So let us know in chat, who do you think is going to win? Looks like right now, though, this heat race, as they run, is going to go to John Fiddler, as he is putting on a heck of a show here, and he is definitely pulling away in the straightaways over Nate Davis. This, again, race shouldn't have too many more laps, as it looks like this race actually is over. Heat race number 1 is over, folks. Heat race number 2 is going to be coming out here in just a second. It's going to be John Fiddler and Nate Davis going to the trophy dash. Going to be the 126 Christopher Taggart and the 30 of Ross Phillips going to the B. The 4 of Matt Burkhart and the 95 of Ryan Oates going to the C main. So that is officially how they finish here tonight in that running order right there. Alright, don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back in just a few moments with your heat race number 2. Alright, folks, we should have just a few moments here. Track under a red flag currently. Heat race number 2 drivers going to be coming out very shortly. We just recently had Coy Pennington pull his trailer through the gates, so we'll see if he gets tagged to the back of a heat race, as the drivers are coming out for heat race number 2 now. And those drivers for heat race number 2, here's yellow flag is waving now. Going to be Andrew Ingalls, William Evans, Justin Chapman, Mason Crawford, Jason McSmarrin, and Michael Sheridan. Again, those are going to be the next set of drivers here for heat race number 2. Alright, again, these guys are going to take, it looks like, probably one more lap here to get everything in order. And then we will drop the green flag to start heat race number 2 here in just a few moments. Alright, folks, they are bunched up here, nice and tight. We'll see if they get the green flag. Alright, green flag is in the air to start heat race number 2, folks. Andrew Ingalls with a great start, 3 wide going into turn 1. That is William Evans, the 15 of Mason Crawford, and the 07 of Justin Chapman, the 3 wide in turn 1. And they are going to try to do it again here in turn 3 and 4. It looks like Chapman will take second place, though. Chapman putting on a great run, but he's got lots of help from Mason Crawford in that 15 machine. Mason Crawford currently in second place as they run. We'll see if he can do anything with the leader, that is Andrew Ingalls. He will get by Justin Chapman to take second place, though. Can he get by Ingalls here? Ingalls gets a little bump from him, it looks like, very slightly, but he does lift off, doesn't hit him too hard. But that is going to be a battle for the lead here, folks, in the next couple of laps. Both of them are very fast drivers. Mason Crawford and Andrew Ingalls. Mason Crawford actually setting a faster lap into this session. Ooh, and he's going to blink a little bit. May have connection issues. That's not what he wants to see. Running in second here. Currently locked into the trophy dash in the feature as he runs. But that could all change if he has a little bit of a connection issue. We'll keep an eye on that. Right behind them, though, is Justin Chapman in third and William Evans fourth. Those are your B main drivers right there. A little bit behind them is the 23 of Jason McSparron, who is going to the C main right now. Back up front, though, right there is your best battle. It's Andrew Ingles and Mason Crawford, as Andrew Ingles is pulling away from Mason Crawford now in the 15 machine. So, interesting to see if maybe Andrew Ingles maybe messed his line a little bit and caused him to lose a little bit of speed if he's just found somewhere new to drive on this track. Either way, he has definitely picked up the pace over Mason Crawford in second place. And Justin Chapman is in third place right now. We'll see. Only 5 cars out on the track right now. We are missing one driver who's not out here. We have a good little battle brewing between William Evans and Justin Chapman. That is for second place, folks. That is determining between going to the B main and the Trophy Dash. So Chapman would love to get by the 15 of Mason Crawford. Sorry, that said William Evans earlier. That is Mason Crawford and Justin Chapman in the 07 and the 15. Chapman goes up high, though. That is not good. Now he's going to try the bottom side. They're going to be almost side by side, but it will be Mason Crawford in the 15. That does take that lap once again for second place. Out front, Andrew Ingles putting on a clinic on these guys right now, as he has taken the lead and he is not looking back right now. Again, right behind them, though, Mason Crawford barely being able to hold off the 07 of Justin Chapman there, sorry. He is definitely fast. Both of those drivers in the battle for second place. Very fast, very competitive. So it'll be a close battle to see who comes out as, that was Mason Crawford that blinked one more time. I'm sure that probably scared Justin Chapman just a little bit to not know where he was on the track. So that is a product of virtual racing, folks. It does happen. Chapman getting into the wall looked like they're just slightly losing a little momentum. This race can't have too many more laps, I wouldn't imagine, as it looks like it may be over. Yellow flag is out on the track, so this race is over, folks. So it's going to be Andrew Ingles and Mason Crawford going to the Trophy Dash. Going to be Justin Chapman and William Evans going to the B main, and the C main will have Jason McSparron in it. So heat race number 3 fixing to come out on to the track here in just a few moments. So there's a red flag out on the track while they get ready for that. So again, we'll be right back with heat race number 3. Alright, folks, again, the next group of drivers fixing to be coming out onto the track here in just a second. We are currently under a red flag. No one is allowed on the track for that reason. And again, we did confirm there will be 5 heat races here tonight, folks. We have completed 2. We are about to start number 3 here in just a moment. So again, those are going to be your 5 heat races. 2 completed, 3 coming up. It looks like the next group of guys is coming out. Yellow flag back out on the track here. And this one will include Derek Walker, Dennis Potridge, Dan Murray, Casey Malone, Laramie Giddens, and Kevin Forcier. So another great group of drivers here. We will and do look forward to seeing a lot of these drivers have a good race here at the track. Derek Walker, we know, will put on a good finish. Dan Murray will always put on a good finish. He's fast here. Casey Malone putting on a good finish. Kevin Forcier, fairly fast himself. The rest of these we haven't seen a whole lot. Hopefully we don't see the 20 spin out. We won't jinx him, but we told him we would get this in here, that if he does in fact spin out, that we would say there was a Pepto-Bismol spill in whatever turn it was. So we told him we would get that in the chat, so hopefully he will, in the stream, he'll check that out later and get a kick out of it, because he is a great driver and a great friend as well to all these drivers out here. So we're going to take one more lap. No, never mind, folks. Green flag is out. That was a quick start for Derek Walker. Didn't think they were going to give him the green there, but they did. So it was a delayed start for Derek. But nevertheless, green flag is out here to start heat race number 3. And the 999, that is Dennis Powers, getting way sideways and out of shape. But looking behind them, we got a good little battle going on between the 51 of Dan Murray and the 92 of Casey Malone. That is for 3rd place. So both of those cars right there are B-main cars, the way they run anyway. So we'll have to see if either one of them have anything for the 999 of Dennis Potteridge or the 20 of Derek Walker. Right now, Derek Walker out front and has maintained that lead so far as we've completed lap 2 here out of 12. So 10 laps to go, folks, in heat race number 3. Derek Walker may have his hands full here. The 999, Dennis Potteridge, is all over his back bumper right now. He's going to try to maybe put a slide job on him right here in 3. Oh, almost touches him. He does stay off of him, though. Very clean racing on behalf of Dennis there to stay off of the 20 car. Oh, but he doesn't do it so clean that time. Gets into him, and that is definitely going to cause a caution. Will come out because of that. Again, caution is out on the track. I think so. Yeah. Yep, there it goes. Yellow flag is waving. Caution is out. So 999 of Dennis Potteridge sliding up into the 20 of Derek Walker, and that will cost Potteridge a lot more than it does Derek Walker, as he will be put at the back of this field here, folks. So couldn't quite call that a hard hit, but it wasn't a soft one either. Did get into him just ever so slightly, and it did cost him because he did get spun around by Derek because Derek had nowhere to go. So unfortunate for Dennis Potteridge, as he will be at the back. Oh, it looks like they're giving him a spot back there, so he will be in 3rd place. So he will get a spot back apparently. So sorry about that. Thought he would be going to the back, but he will not. He will get that spot back. Alright, folks, we'll see here. We should go green flag racing this time by. See if Derek Walker holds him off as long as he did last time. Alright, not going green this time. So anywhere between around the end of turn 4 to the start finish line race, the race leader does have control over the race. So it's interesting to see if he's going to start in turn 3 and 4 kind of. At the end of turn 3, start of turn 4, if he's going to hold them off till the start-finish line, or almost to there, this time around. Last time, he didn't start as early as most people do. It kind of helped him out get that advantage, but it looks like we should go green flag racing this time. Or not. Looks like we're not. Something is not right here. Race control not liking what they see. So we're going to take at least one more lap around here before we go green flag racing again. Alright, we'll see if we're going green flag racing this time by. I see some gaps in there, so I'm not sure if we're going green flag or not. And again, does not look like we are, so we're going to wait at least one more lap. Race control is definitely not happy about something here, folks. They are having to get this all sorted out, so bear with us. Once they get it sorted out, we will go green flag racing once again. And Chappie, I'm assuming that is Justin Chapman in chat. Thanks for the $5 tip. We do enjoy those. They help keep us going here on the broadcast. Alright, green flag is in the air to start this. Again, a restart here for heat race number 3. that is going to be Derek Walker still out front of this race, folks. So we'll see. Right behind him is now the 51 of Dan Murray. Dan Murray may have something to say about that as he's got by the 999 of Dennis Potridge fairly easy here at the restart. But Potridge is not giving that spot up easy. Again, that is a battle for the Trophy Dash versus the B-Main. Second position or third position. Somebody's going to the B-Main. Somebody's going directly to the Trophy Dash and to that feature race. As we may have a three-way battle for the lead here, folks, very shortly between Derek Walker, Dennis Potridge, and Dan Murray. Dan Murray looking for the lead now. Gonna try to put a slide job on. Can't do it. Looks like the 999 done. Dennis Potridge getting way out of shape down at the bottom. Almost getting into the inside wall. Back up front, though, it looks like we have a new leader. It's going to be Dan Murray coming out of 1 and 2 onto the back stretch. Dan Murray is your new race leader, followed by Derek Walker in the 20 car. So Dan Murray, again, is your new race leader. He will lead his first official lap right there, folks. This race is going to be wrapping up soon, so it looks like Derek Walker's going to have to do everything he can to try to get back in front of Dan Murray and hope that the 999 of Dennis Potridge does not pass him by. If he does, he'll be going to the B-Main. Right now he is locked into that Trophy Dash, though. So we'll have to wait and see, folks. Anything's possible on dirt track racing. You never know how your car will handle what's going to happen. So we'll see, as it looks like Dennis Potridge is going to be losing a little bit of ground on Derek Walker. Derek Walker is in no threat at the moment to lose that position, but he very well could here in the next lap or so, depending on what happens. But Casey Malone now in the 92, catching up to the 999. That is, again, Dennis Potridge. Potridge has his hands full with Casey Malone, trying to get that third position from him. But just like that, it looks like both of them are going to be catching up to Derek Walker in the 20. The laps are running out. Do they have enough laps to catch them, folks? That is the question of the hour. Can either one of them, Casey Malone or Dennis Potridge, get by Derek Walker? As it looks like the race may be over, folks. Yellow flag is out once again, and this race will be over. It's going to be Dan Murray and Derek Walker going to the Trophy Dash, followed by the 999 and the 92 going to the B-Main and C-Main. Drivers are going to be Laramie Giddens and Kevin Forcier going to the C-Mains. Heat race number 4 coming up in just a moment, folks. Again, we have 5 heat races here. Red flag out on the track. Nobody's allowed on it. So heat race number 4 will start here in just a few moments. Again, Chad, thanks a lot, Chapman. We do appreciate that, and we always love broadcasting any race you're in, as you do put on a great show for the fans here, as well as some of these other great drivers in here. So we look to see you possibly in the booth. Maybe during a little break, we will get you in the booth for a mid-race interview. Alright, folks, again, we have just a few moments here for heat race number 4 will be getting underway. So we have just a few moments, so hang tight with us. Don't go anywhere, folks. And again, make sure if you are new here, if you like this type of racing, subscribe to us. We do have a big 3,000 subscriber race coming up this Sunday. We'll be giving away $60 in the race and $30 here in chat. So make sure you check that out, get familiar with that. Maybe you can win yourself some money here that particular afternoon. And also, if you like the race here tonight, this is a brand new series, American Dirt Series. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, because it is you fans out there that keep us going, along with the drivers that love to watch these races afterwards. So again, make sure you give us that thumbs up, and we will be right back with heat race number 4 as soon as they come out onto the track. Alright, folks, next group of cars coming out for heat race number 4 are coming out on to the track here. Looks like they're getting at the end of pit road. It is going to include Kyle Trevathan, Aaron Theriot, J.R. Bash, James Peleski, and Zach Rounds. Zach Rounds not completing any laps in the qualifier, so he will be at the back of heat race number 4. And if that's the way it's being done tonight, which it usually is, that means Coy Pennington, who came in just a little bit late. Again, we saw his trailer coming in a little bit late here tonight. He will be tagged at the back of heat race number 5. Alright, these guys are going to get all bunched up here, get about a half a car length off of each other is what race control does like them to be. Then they will be given that green flag to start heat race number 4. Again, only one more heat race after this. These are 12 lap heat races. Then we will move on to the Trophy Dash, which also is 12 laps, followed by the C Main, which is 15. Then we'll have a little bit of about a 5 or so minute break. And then we will go to the B Main, which will be 20 laps. Green flag is in the air. Food start heat race number 4. Kyle Trevathan out front. Richard Stallings was in second, but now he is in third place. Looks like Aaron Theriot in the 83 car got by him very quickly there on the start. So he will move to second, but that is a good battle right now for second place. As it looks like Aaron Theriot will take it pretty easy from Richard Stallings, moving Richard Stallings to third place. Right behind them is the 00. That is Zach Rounds. Again, Zach did not take any qualifier laps, so he had to start at the very back. He's already passed 2 cars, and he's making his presence known. He's got his eyes set on the 17 of Richard Stallings. He very well may get by him here going into 3 and 4. We'll see right here if he can try to make a slide job or even possibly get it on the high side. Looks like he's going to try the high groove, see as he can, and they're almost 3 wide for second place, folks. That is a good battle right there going on. Richard Stallings, Aaron Theriot, and the 00 of Zach Rounds. Zach Rounds will get by Theriot, and just like that, he gets by Richard Stallings as well, bumping and beating and banging back there a little bit. It was James Peleski in the 93 getting involved in that as well. A lot of beating and banging going on. Then look, just like that, your 00 Zach Rounds moves to second place. Kyle Trevathan in first with a huge lead, folks. About probably 12 or 13 car lengths over the leader, as it looks like a caution will come out. We'll look back here, see who we can see. It's going to involve Aaron Theriot, who is on pit road, getting some damage done to that car. Again, we just don't have time to go back during the replay here in heat races. They take such little time to get back going green. We do not have time to go through that, but in your dashes and mains in the feature, we will go back to replays and check them out. Out front, though, is the 2 car of Kyle Trevathan. This is not what he wanted to see, folks. He had a huge lead over second place of Zach Rounds, but Zach Rounds may have reeled him in anyway, but now this puts Zach right on his back bumper. Those 2 are good buddies, so they're going to race clean, but I can guarantee you they are going to race each other extremely hard to try to get that win. Both of them are already going to be advancing to the Trophy Dash based on their current position, but Zach Rounds would love to start this particular series, whether even though it is a non-points race or not, with a win here in the in this heat race number 4, and possibly in the Trophy Dash or even the feature race here later on tonight. Alright, folks, look like we should go green flag racing. Kyle Trevathan leading them to start. Green flag is out once again, folks, to restart heat race number 4. Kyle Trevathan again putting on a great run. We look a little bit further back, though. That's going to be a 3-way battle for second place right now. Zach Rounds, Zach Rounds and Richard Stallings, and the 93 of James Peleski. So Peleski getting up to 4th place. Looks like he's going to take 3rd, possibly from Richard Stallings. He will take that as Richard Stallings nearly comes to a stop in the turn. Oh! Richard Stallings gets into the 93 of James Pileski, turns them both around. Pileski keeps it going straight for the most part. That will bring out another caution, folks. So that should put the 17 of Richard Stallings in the back. He was having such a terrific run here. To end up going to the back now is going to be very detrimental, as it looks like he will not go into pit road, so he will tag to the back of the field now. So unfortunate, just a little bump there and spun both of those cars around. Out front though, still Kyle Trevathan. He has led every lap here for heat race number 4. Right behind him, Zach Rounds, and that 00 started in dead last, 6th place in the heat, and has worked his way up to 2nd place. So it would be very interesting to see if he can come away with the win here tonight. Right behind them, having a great run for himself, J.R. Bash in that 28 machine. He's having a terrific run here in heat race number 4. Looks like we might go green flag. Green flag is out once again to start this heat race for the 3rd time. 2nd restart of the race. We'll see here if anybody has anything for Kyle Trevathan, as he has been on rails all night long so far in the heat race. And he's been 5th fastest in the session period. So very good indeed for him, putting on a great run. We were giving him a little teasing earlier today and last night about he always ends up upside down, but he is not doing that here tonight. He is putting on a clinic on this field. And it looks like the 93, that was James Pileski, getting way out of shape, losing a few spots there. It looks like this race may be over, folks. Caution is out once again. I don't believe that was all 12 laps. It may have been, though. Nope, not going to be a J.R. Bash getting somehow got spun around or got wrecked or something, but he is on pit road now, so that is not the end of this race. We are just under caution here one more time. Alright, folks, let's see, we're going to go green here. Not going green this time by. We're going to take one more lap at least around the track. Again, we are at the digital version of Volusia Speedway Park. Again, we do want to give a shout out to Volusia Speedway Park for sharing this race on their Facebook page. Hopefully some of you got here via them, so make sure you give them a shout out and a big thank you. We know we will for sharing it to try to get us a few more viewers on the race here. So they are a great bunch of people over there in Florida. But green flag is out once again. And Kyle Trevathan getting a terrific start. That's exactly what he needed. And he has pulled a sizable lead over Zach Rounds, or at least he was in the backstretch. Zach Rounds reeling him in very quickly. And we will have a side-by-side battle here. Is it barely going to be Kyle Trevathan edging Zach Rounds at the line? Folks, we have a tremendous battle brewing right here for first. Zach Rounds is going to put a slide job on him right here, but Kyle Trevathan is going to shut the door on him where he can't do it. Again, almost side-by-side. It's going to be Kyle Trevathan edging him out one more time at the line. Again, very few laps left here in heat race number 4. Zach Rounds side by side with Kyle Trevathan on the backstretch. Zach Rounds will try it again to shove it in there, but Kyle Trevathan is slamming that door shut on him. We got a car going around in the back, 2 cars going around in the back, and it looks like another caution will come out. Look back here, that is going to be James Pileski turned around, J.R. Bash getting around as well. So both of those cars involved, and it looks like also Aaron Etheria will get involved. So the back 3 cars all getting involved in that caution. The only 2 that have not been involved in anything are those front 2 cars right there, the 00 and the 2 Kyle Trevathan and Zach Rounds. Alright, folks, we'll see if we're going to go. Probably not going green this time by. They are not very tightly bunched up right now. Again, about half a car length is what race control likes. So we will take at least one more lap around here before we go green flag racing. Probably only 2, maybe 3 laps left here, folks, if that. And then this race will be over. We'll go to heat race number 5, and then the trophy dash will follow that very shortly after. Alright, again, not going green this time, folks. Again, not going green. We're going to take one more lap at least around this track. Probably got a few stragglers back there in the back that need to catch up, and then we should get the green flag. Alright, looks like they are where they should be. Everybody's nice and bunched up. So we'll see here if they get the green flag. Green flag back in the air here for heat race number 4. Kyle Trevathan still out front, followed by Zach Rounds in second, Richard Stallings, J.R. Bash, and a little bit behind them you're going to have the 93 James Plesky and Aaron Theriot in the 83. But back up front, though, we have a battle still brewing. That is the 00 of Zach Rounds and 2 of Kyle Trevathan. Zach Rounds is doing everything he can. It looks like this race may be over, folks. 1 lap to go. Wasn't very many. It was a 1-lap shootout. The 2 car, Kyle Trevathan and Zach Rounds, going to the trophy dash. Right behind them is going to be Richard Stallings and J.R. Bash going to the B. And the 83 Aaron Theriot and the 93 of James Plesky going to the C main. So red flag back out on the track. Heat race number 5 coming out in just a few moments, folks. So stay with us as those drivers are getting out onto the track, and we will be again right back as soon as they come out onto the track for heat race number 5. Alright, folks, those drivers are getting into the appropriate places now to come out on the track. So they should be coming out here in just a moment or so. Again, this is our 5th and final heat race of the night. Following this will be your trophy dash, then the C main, and we'll take a little intermission while they get everything set up. Go to your B main, and then just a little bit later tonight, we will have that feature race coming your way. So you will definitely want to be here for that, because that feature race will be a fantastic one. 50 laps here at Volusia Speedway Park, right there on that sign in Florida. Very nice track, very nice facility. Even in the digital world, it looks like yellow flag is waving, and the next group of guys are coming out for heat race number 5. And this heat race is going to be Travis Marsh, Jacob Fields, Danny Breeden, Paul Crumry, Steve Caron, and Coy Pennington. Again, Coy Pennington didn't take any laps during the qualifiers, so he will be at the very tail end of this field. So we'll have to see if he can make his way up to the front. But right now, Travis Marsh and Jacob Fields out in row 1. We got some guys catching up, so we're not going green this time by, folks. Looks like we should go green flag racing the next time by as soon as everybody gets bunched up here. Looks like everyone is doing so. The 115 of Coy Pennington, again, your last car out of 6 here. So, again, they should be going, getting that green flag here very shortly. Alright, green flag is in there for the initial start here of heat race number 5. Travis Marsh getting a huge jump over the 007 of Jacob Fields. Jacob Fields still no competition with him, by him. He's kind of by himself there. No real competition, but Danny Breeden in the 3 cars right there. He's got his hands full though with the 115. That is Coy Pennington again gaining 2 spots just like that. So he's definitely got a fast car here tonight. So we'll see how he can do. Paul Crumride getting into the 115 of Coy, spinning him around. He will stop on the track. Not sure if that's going to bring out a caution though, folks. And we'll see here. So far, no caution, folks. So he did get a little tap there from Paul Crumride, but no harm done. He will not wreck it or anything. We'll keep going. No caution will come out. Travis Marsh dominating this race right now. 007 of Jacob Fields is behind him by about 6 or so car lengths. Danny Breeden in 3rd place in the 3 car. So again, he is in the B main. Look behind them, Paul Crumride in 4th, again going to the B main. And looks like Coy Pennington will be 5th place now, getting way sideways there, almost touching the outside wall. So that is unfortunate for him. He did get a little help there to go around. But Travis Marsh, again, no battles for anybody right now. Everybody's safe and secure in their spots. Jacob Fields going to the trophy dash as well. Danny Breeden. Can Danny Breeden do anything with Jacob Fields right now, as he's having some connection issues himself? So that is not good. Hopefully that does not plague him here tonight. He has been having some issues with that connection, so hopefully he does not disconnect from the lobby here. But he very well could. Hopefully he does not, though. Paul Crumride in the 4th right behind him. But again, no battles going on really right now, as Travis Marsh has this race sewn up unless something drastic happens, self-inflicted, because there's nobody around him to possibly do anything to him, to spin him or anything like that, unless he catches the rear of this field. Coy Pennington, who is about half a track now ahead of them, or you can say half a track behind them, whichever you want to say, but he's not far in front of them right now, barely just there as he's entering turn 3 right there. And Travis Marsh is coming out of turn 2, so he is right there reeling him in. That may play a factor here and there. We'll see if Travis Marsh catches Coy Pennington, if Jacob Fields can possibly reel him in trying to get by him, as they're not too close to each other. There you see Marsh is going to be going into 3 right now. Coy Pennington going into 1, so not too favorably close. I don't think anything will become of that later on in the race, as we only have 12 laps here and we've completed about 7 or 8 so far. So this race is just about wrapping up. No cautions in here. So almost had one though with the 115 of Coy Pennington, but it did not bring out a caution, so they keep going. Jacob Fields in 2nd. It looks like this race may be over, folks. They are pulling it over. Yellow flag is out. Heat race number 5 is over. Going to the trophy dash is going to be Travis Marsh and Jacob Fields. The B main is going to be Danny Breeden and Paul Crumride. And going to the C main is going to be Coy Pennington. So that is how they finish here. In heat race number 5, red flag is out on the track. Your trophy dash will be coming up just after this. Alright folks, we're going to step away for just a moment while they get everything set up. So don't go anywhere, and we will be right back with your trophy dash. Alright folks, again, looks like we have some drivers getting ready to come out onto the track. Dan Murray getting in his ride. So we should be going to that trophy dash here in just a few minutes here. Again, they are getting into the rides, getting strapped in. You can see them there on the pit road, getting ready. So as soon as they come out to the track, we will be right back on the mic to bring you all the live action. So while we have a few moments here, if you want to grab a drink, grab something to eat, do that and come right back, folks. Don't go nowhere because we still have a lot of exciting racing coming your way very shortly. Alright folks, Trophy Dash drivers coming out onto the track again. They are going to have 12 laps here for the Trophy Dash. This is your top 2 drivers here. This will set the field for the feature race, those first 5 rows. So 10 drivers in this race, racing for 12 laps to determine where they will start in the feature race. So doesn't matter where they finish here, they're in the feature. But it does also matter because the further you can start up, the less cars you have to pass in that feature race coming up here very shortly. So everybody wants to finish first, second, third, preferably first, because that will put you on the pole for the feature race coming up here probably within the next 30 to 45 minutes, if not less. So probably around 25 to 30 minutes, around there somewhere. But again, they want to finish as high as they can to get up there and start. Looks like we have Andrew Ingles and the 05 of John Fiddler out on row 1, followed by Kyle Trevathan and Dan Murray row 2, and it looks like Nate Davis and Travis Marsh row 3, and it's going to be the 15. That is Mason Crawford with, looks like Derek Walker row 4. Zach Rounds and the 007 of Jacob Fields on the last row. So again, we'll just be looking for some battles here tonight. Everybody gonna be making it from the Trophy Dash to that feature race. Alright, green flag is out to start the Trophy Dash here, folks. Great start for John Fiddler in the 05. We'll see if anybody has anything for him tonight. Andrew Ingles is right on his back bumper. He's gonna try to dig it in hard right here. Get to that bottom groove. Everybody's running bottom to middle. Some people running the top side right now. So we'll have to wait and see which one of these grooves is the top, as we're going to take a little bit further look back here. Look at that group of people right there. That is for about the 5th through 10th. There's a huge battle of cars right there. Just astronomical amount of cars, all battling for one position right now, about 5th positions. They're 3 wide. Nate Davis, the 15 of Mason Crawford and Zach Rounds in that 00 car. 007, a little behind them, Jacob Fields as well, putting on a great battle here in the Trophy Dash. So this is going to be a great battle here, folks. Just imagine, this is just a Trophy Dash. We're going to add 10 more cars to this field for the feature. So it's going to be a great battle here later. Right now, we may have a battle for the lead. Andrew Ingles is all over the back bumper of the 05 of John Fiddler, but just can't complete the pass. Looks like Travis Marsh is going to try to get that 3rd spot from 51 of Dan Murray. So we'll have to wait and see if he can get by him and how he's going to do it. High side, low side. Right now, it looks like it's going to be on the low side. Side by side at the line almost. Neither one of them could tell who led that lap. Neither could we. Not technically leading the lap, but at least leading it for 3rd position here. They are side by side on the backstretch, going into turn 3, still side by side. Right now, it looks like Dan Murray has the advantage, but at the line, it's going to be Dan Murray barely edging out Travis Marsh for 3rd place. Look a little bit behind them, folks. We'll go back to the 15 car here. He's got his hands full with the 00 car of Zach Rounds. Again, that is Mason Crawford and Zach Rounds. Both of them putting on a terrific battle, but it's going to be Mason Crawford in the 15 edging out Zach Rounds at the line. Nate Davis trying to get in here as well to battle. He's got a good battle going on with Jacob Fields on 007 and Nate Davis in the 36. Both of these guys putting on a heck of a show here tonight. Back for about 7th and 8th position. As it looks like right now that position will go to Nate Davis. Back up front, though, we check on Andrew Ingles, who has gotten a little bit behind on John Fiddler. John Fiddler is just a rocket ship here tonight, and he is up front and has every intention of staying there. Look again, Travis Marsh trying to work over the 51 of Dan Murray. So can Travis Marsh in that 18 machine get by the 51 of Dan Murray? That is the question we want to answer here, but we may never know, as they're going to be almost side by side again at the line to go into the turn one here. Travis Marsh trying everything he can to get by Dan Murray on the inside. He may have to try to move him up or possibly move up to that outside groove. But right now, we'll see who comes out with the momentum, and it's going to be Dan Murray once again. So right now, Travis Marsh has to just get a little bit further in. If he can get that run off of the corner and get up there in front of him, as he might do it right here going into 3. We'll see. He's not getting near sideways as Dan Murray is. That time by, it's going to be a dead tie. Dan Murray into the outside wall, though. That is not going to help his cause. We'll see if that may have been the race, though, folks. This race was over. Again, everybody making it, so let's take a look here and see how they count them. I'm not sure if we even know right there. That is the position, but it looks like they will give it to Dan Murray in the 51 over the 18 of Travis Marsh. Great finish for those guys, folks. That was a terrific run for both of those. So it looks like, again, 51, Dan Murray will take that spot, so he'll be starting row 2 inside. And it looks like Travis Marsh is going to be starting row 2 outside. Alright, folks, going to be a red flag on the track here. Your C main coming up in just a few moments. Alright, folks, don't go anywhere. Remember, C main coming up in just a few minutes here. While they get the lineup set, they may have it pretty much set already. So we'll be right back as soon as those drivers start coming out on to the track to start C main. Your C main here tonight. Alright, folks, we are back. Yellow flag has that on the track. These drivers getting ready to come out onto the track here. We're going to have a good race here tonight. 9 drivers here. Should have 10, but somebody decided that they didn't think they had a chance or something and packed it up early. They put that car in the trailer. Maybe they decided if they didn't have a shot here, maybe they'd get off to Denny's or IHOP or something and get an early dinner here. It's about 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, so you never know. Maybe they get an early dinner in and head back home. Might have a long travel. You never know. But either way, we're going to have 9 drivers here in the C main. Top 4 guys making it. So 5 guys will be going home from this race. Top 4 will make it to the B main, and we'll take the top 10 from the B main to the feature race here coming up very shortly. So we will focus around 4th position, 4th and 5th, to see who's going to be making it and who is going to be going home early tonight. Alright folks, they're getting out on to the track here again. 4 drivers going to be making it to the B main from this C main. Right after this though, we will have a quick intermission. We'll go on board with these drivers as they have some time to just go out here and run some laps on the track. So we'll go on board with that TND Rustic Decor on board camera and let you see what it's like to drive one of these things for anyone that has not been in a real one or has not been in one of these on iRacing. It is a very fun experience to be in one of these, driving them. They are extremely difficult to drive though, especially on a track like this where you can see it's worn out a lot. So again, we'll go on board with that and let you see that. But coming up here, and it looks like about half a lap, is going to be the start of your C main. Again, the 4 drivers going to be making it to the B main here in just a little bit. Alright, not going green. We have a few cars that look like they need to get in the proper order here. So again, we're going to take one more lap around it. We do want to give a shout out real fast to all of our partners here. One of those Performance PCs, Colby Eye Paints, and HRE Motorsports. All of those do sponsor the overlays and the broadcast here to help us do what we do. And a big shout out to Volusia Speedway Park themselves for promoting this race and helping us get a few more viewers. So again, a big shout out to them. It looks like again we're going to take one more lap here. Not sure. It looks like the 115 car again. That is Coy Pennington. Is not quite in line with everybody else. He just needs to scoot up a lane here, get in line, and we should go green flag racing here in just a second. Alright, green flag is in the air to start your C main. Just like that, Matt Burkhart out to front. Again, we're only going to take the top 4 drivers. So we'll take a look there. That is 2nd and 3rd right now. We'll take a little bit further look back here, as it looks like a caution is out once again. So official restart here. We didn't get a lap in, so they should go back to being double file. And these guys are running 15 laps here tonight in the C main. Your B main will be 20 laps, 10 drivers going. So you have about 2 laps to get up to the to pass each car if you're back in the very back here. If you want to get to the front. So that will be very interesting to see who gets up there and who unfortunately will go home a little bit early. Now put up our last fastest lap time here so you can see just what their last lap times were, just to see how fast they are getting around this track, folks. Right now, again, 9 drivers out on the track. We got 10. I guess that last person did show up. Green flag is out once again. Again, 4 drivers going to be making the trek to there. And some drivers going to be going home. Right now, the 115 spot, that's Coy Pennington in 3rd. So looks like the 93. That is James Pileski, currently in 4th position, is the one that is just in the cutoff. Everybody behind him will be going home. The 91 right now, Michael Sheridan, is all over the back bumper of him, though, falling back just a little bit. So that's the spot we're going to keep an eye on unless we see a battle elsewhere. Again, that is the spot. 4th place, the 92 of James Pileski. That is in the spot to move on. He's going to go, give the 115 the nudge. Oh, and just like that, because of that nudge, we have a 4-car pile up here. Wow, the 83 of Aaron Theriot just getting by. That's going to involve the 91, the 967, the 596, and a bunch of other drivers. Caution will come out, folks. We'll have to see here who goes to the back. There's a bunch of cars being involved in that. 115 getting spun around, which brought that out. Out front still, though, is the 4-car, Matt Burkhart. He is your race leader here in the C main. So it looks like we'll shuffle him up just a little bit. And it looks like the 83, Aaron Theriot, is going to be your new cutoff spot. So, again, Aaron Theriot is in 4th place. Right in front of him is Coy Pennington in the 115. Looks like they're going to be Jason McSparron in the 23 in front of them. And, again, Matt Burkhart in the 4-car in the 1st. So, those are right there on your screen, the 4 drivers that are going to be making it to the B main after the C main. 15 laps. We've completed about maybe 3 or 4. So we still have a lot of racing left to go here in the C main before we go to a little intermission, and then we'll get to that B main. Alright, these guys are going to get in the correct order here before they go racing. And not got to get bunched up a little bit. Race control likes them about half a car length off, no more. So once they do that and get in the proper order, we will go green flag racing once again. Alright, looks like we are not going green this time by, folks. Again, we are not going green this time by. Alright, folks, green flag out again, once again here in the C main. Just like that, Jason McSparron getting a good run up to 2nd place now, was in 3rd, but the 115, that is Coy Pennington, not going to let him by easy. So they're going to battle side by side. Matt Burkhart getting a great run. He is out front still, leading every lap here in C main. We have a good battle for 2nd place right now, and that very well could let 3rd catch up with them, or 4th catch up with them. Technically, they're side by side for 2nd. As it's going to be a close battle at the line here. They're going to be side by side, just barely edging out. I think Coy Pennington may have had 2nd place at the line, but nevertheless, it is a very close battle between these two drivers. Looking back just a little bit, though, Aaron Theriot is your 4th place driver. There's a ton of beating and banging going on, and that is helping him a ton as he's able to stay just ahead of these drivers and possibly make it to that B main here coming up after a short intermission. But he is struggling with that car, it looks like, as he's a little sideways. May have some damage to it from all that beating and banging going on. If you go back up there, Coy Pennington still trying to get by Jason McSparron. Looks like he will do it there. We'll see if Jason McSparron can't get back by him here in the C main. Won't do it. They're going to be side by side here again in turn 1, though. Jason McSweeney going to try to put a slide job on Coy Pennington. Can't complete it. He will settle back for third. We'll go take a look back here at fourth place. Again, Aaron Theriot, who again is in fourth place. No competition. He's got at least 6 to 7, probably 10 carlings over fifth place right now. So we'll go back up to the front. There, back up here. Front the backs over that. Kevin Forcier in the 967 machine. He is your fifth place car on the bubble right now. If nothing changes, he will be going home, and everybody behind him will be going home as well. So he definitely wants to get back up to the front and see if he can possibly get into that next position and be in the B main. But right now, it's not looking like he has the speed he needs to get up there. But regardless, he is putting on a heck of a run. He's into the outside wall there, scraping it heavily. But he does recover, keeps it going. They're still beating and banging behind them, though. We'll go back up to the front here. Coy Pennington has definitely pulled away from Jason McSperrin. Coy Pennington almost getting into the wall just a little bit on the front stretch, but Jason McSperrin unable to capitalize off of it. Matt Burkhardt, though, he is your race leader. He's been out front the entire race as laps are winding down here in the C main. Probably only 1 or 2, if that, laps left here. So everybody's working extremely hard to do everything they can to get by and get into that top 4 positions. Otherwise, they will, again, be going home. And only the top 4 is going to the B main here in just a few moments. Not sure. I don't think anybody has anything for Matt Burkhardt, though. He definitely is faster in the C main, but going to that B main, we'll see how he stacks up in there. Coy Pennington is definitely reeling him in, as this race, again, can't last much longer. We've been going green flag racing for many laps here. I would imagine if not this lap, it should be the next one, or maybe possibly the most 3 laps left. We'll see, as it looks like they are going to shut them down there. So the yellow flag is out. This race is over, folks. So again, your 4 cars going. First place is going to be Matt Burkhardt, followed by the 115 of Coy Pennington, the 23 of Jason McSperrin, and the 83 of Aaron Theriot. So those 4 right there on at the top of your screen there are the 4 going to the B main here, coming up in just a few moments. But folks, before we get to that, we are going to have a little bit of an intermission. So don't go anywhere, folks. Hang tight with us. And right after this intermission, these guys are going to go out here and run a few laps. We will be back with the B main. Alright folks, you see them all coming out there. Green flag is in the air. They're going to go out here doing their mission. It's tear this track up. That's what they do. Before we move on to the B main coming up again here in about 5 minutes. So as always, we will go on board with our T&D Rustic Core on board camera. Alright folks, B main coming up here in just a few moments there. Again, B main will be coming out. They are just going to advance to a new session, so that track will not affect the way the B main is. That will reset itself a little bit, do a little grading on the track, add a little water to it and all that good stuff. And then we will go racing for the B main. Followed by that will be the feature race. So again, that feature race coming up very shortly. So don't go anywhere, folks. Your B main about to start in about probably a minute to a minute and a half. Alright folks, we are back. B main action about to be underway here. We have a lot of good drivers here in the B main that just didn't make it because, again, the strength of field in this is just outstanding. And we're going to put up our fastest lap on the screen there so you can see that just under the driver's name. Here in this session, you will see who's got the fastest lap. It may or may not be whoever is in first, so definitely be checking that out. We'll be filtering through a couple of different ones. But here in the B main for 20 laps is going to be Richard Stallings, Danny Breeden, Matt Burkhart, Paul Crumright, Aaron Theriot, Jason McSperrin, Casey Malone, Ross Phillips, Dennis Potridge over that, Christopher Taggart, Justin Chapman. Unfortunately in the C, he had a heck of a run just outside of the B. J.R. Bash and Coy Pennington. So great drivers here in the B main. Right up front though is going to be the 07 of Justin Chapman, followed by the 126 of Christopher Taggart on his inside. Both of those drivers I would expect to see in here. Again, we're taking the top 10 drivers to the feature race here in about 20 minutes or so, make sure you are here. Definitely, if you can, share this video link. Let's get everybody in here for that race. It is going to be a terrific feature race coming up very shortly. But first, we've got to get through the B main, folks, and that is coming up again in about a minute here. They are on the track ready to go. So just getting in their proper order and getting bunched up about half a car length off of each other before that green flag is dropped to start it. Alright folks, again, they are bunched up here tight, so we should get the green flag this time by. Green flag is out to start the B main here, folks, and the 126 is going to be Christopher Taggart putting in a great start. Justin Chapman was on his back bumper, about 2 car lengths off now, 2.5 to 3 possibly. Not sure on the exact amount there, but they are going to be side by side, almost coming out of the line, as it looks like a caution will come out just like that. We'll see who. It's going to be Ross Phillips, hung on the fence there. So he is trying to limp that car to pit road as it's going to roll over on him. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if they'll count that as an official rollover. He may be done for the night though, folks. That was a hard hit to the outside wall. So it looks like he is going to be done for the night. Back up front, though, is still Christopher Taggett and Justin Chapman. And it looks like Ross Phillips and Danny Breeden both on pit road here. Ross Phillips coming back out onto the track. We'll see here. Looks like he is going to make a return to the race. Danny Breeden, we'll see if he does as well. Nope, he's going to stop it before he comes off pit road. So Ross Phillips not coming back out. Alright, folks, we had 14 cars here. There we go. 14 cars, 2 of them out of the race. Ross Phillips and Danny Breeden, so their night is done. So that only leaves 2 cars left that aren't going to make it to the feature race. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the race. Also, we will try to keep an eye up on the front to let you see any battles for the lead as well. So we're going to try to flip-flop back and forth here and let you see what's going on here throughout the race. Alright, folks, we do want to remind anybody that is new in chat, please, if you like this type of racing here tonight, definitely subscribe. If you have not, definitely give us a thumbs up. It is you, the fans, and these drivers that keep us going here. We do have a new feature called a sponsor feature. If you want to sponsor the channel, it's $4.99. Little small fee. It is the monthly fee, but we are going to be planning some special stuff for sponsor only. So you do get perks. So if you feel like doing that, feel free to. We do not make anyone, but it's greatly appreciated. And like I said, we will do little special bonuses for our sponsors here on the channel that others will not be included in. Alright, they are nice and tidy there, nice and bunched up, about a half car length off each other. So we should get the green flag this time by. Christopher Taggett will be starting again, double file, 2 cars out of the race already. Green flag is in the air. We are having an official restart here. This is a complete restart, not a secondary restart you would call. So again, 10 cars gonna be making it, 12 cars on the track right now. So we'll see which one's going home and who's gonna be staying, as there's a lot of battling going on right now. Looks like William Evans has a good battle going on there. William Evans getting spun around. Oh, we're gonna have 2 cars colliding together. That is the 4 car. So let's take a look here, folks, real fast and see what happened. Everything seemed good right here. Ooh, Richard Stallings gets into the outside wall. That doesn't hurt him, though. He keeps it going straight. Not sure. William Evans may have had a little help there getting spun around. Not sure who it... Oh, no, he gets into the wall by himself. And then the 4 car just has nowhere to go but into his side. Not a whole lot of damage to either one of those cars, though. So they will keep it on the track and keep it going. So we will go back up to the front here as we are under caution. We did complete a lap. Again, 20 laps here in this race. We completed about 1 or 2. So we'll still have 18, 19 laps left to go here in the B main. Alright, folks, not going green yet, so hang tight with us. We will be getting that green flag here in just a few moments. We got a packed house here at Volusia Speedway Park. People are standing just to watch this race. It's a great race, and the feature will only get better, folks. William Evans getting a spot back in about 4th position here. We'll take a look back here. See if we can see who's going to be going home. Green flag is back in the air. Oh, J.R. Bash getting spun around there. That should bring out another caution. They are slowing down. Caution is back out on the track, folks. let's take a quick look here and see what happened. We're going to go back about, say, 10 seconds. Take a look here and see what happened. That may not be quite far enough. He was already spun around at that point, so unfortunate for him. Something happened there at the restart that got him spun around, but he will get his spot back, so he must have had help there getting on that restart to get himself spun around. Under caution once again here at Volusia Speedway for the American Dirt Series. This is the modified series presented by No Excuses Racing. So we'll see how this race goes. We should go green flag racing once we get a few cautions out of the way usually. Green flag is in the air once again. Justin Chapman is the leader now. He did get by Christopher Taggett in that last little scuffle there for a caution and trying to get position. Christopher Taggett in the 126 is second place, followed by the 999 of Dennis Potridge. And then from then on out, it gets a little hairy as there. 126 and the 999 going to get into each other. They are beating and banging back here, folks. Richard Stallings, Casey Malone, Potridge, and Williams all just beating and banging back here for about 4th through 7th or 8th position. They are just tearing those cars up right now, trying to stay up front. As we look a little bit further back, Jason McSparron and Paul Crumrye putting on a little bit of a battle as well. We'll check even further back. Coy Pennington, he may be one of them going home right now. It looks like he is. Coy. Nope, he is not. He is right on the bubble, the 4 car. Matt Burkhart is one of them that is possibly going home, as well as Aaron Theriot in the 83 car. So again, the 4 and the 83 are on the verge of going out if they do not gain another position. Right now, we'll keep an eye on the 4 car. That again, that is Matt Burkhart. He definitely is in a position to go home. Actually, he may not be, folks, as we have another car out of the race. J.R. Bash is done for the night, so it looks like it's just going to be Aaron Theriot, as we have 11 cars on the track. So Aaron Theriot is the last car that is going to be going home. Everyone in front of him will be going to the feature race. So we'll go back up front here. Justin Chapman leading all the laps here for the last probably 5 or 6 laps anyway. He's led all of them since the restart. Right behind him we have this 999 as well as Christopher Taggett in second. So those top 3 are pretty much spread apart. But if you look back to William Evans in the 711, he has got his hands full with Casey Malone and Richard Stallings. That is back for about 5th through 7th position, and all going to make it based on where they're running right now. But those 4 cars are battling extremely heavy. That is 3rd through 7th. 3rd through 6th, my bad. Yeah, 7th. That would be 7th place. So again, putting on a good battle right there. 4th through 7th, putting on a very good battle. They are putting on a show. Richard Stallings to the inside as far as he possibly can go, trying to get by William Evans. He's going to put a slide job on him right here. Can't make it stick. There's nothing down on that bottom right now. It does not look like, folks. So he will not be able to make that stick. But we'll go back up front real fast to check in with our leader, Justin Chapman. Again, ever since the restart, he has led every lap. So he's putting on a great show out front. Behind him is going to be the 126 of Christopher Taggett. And then a few car lengths just behind him is going to be the 999 of Dennis Potridge. So great battle going on right up there to see who's going to come away with the win here in the B main. But if you look to the back, Aaron Theriot usually has a great run. He is back in 11th, and he is in a threat of going home here. So back up front again is Justin Chapman. No worries at all. He has this race sewn up as it is right now. Great run for him. We expect to see him putting on a good show here in the feature race. He'll be starting on row 6 inside based on how he's running right now, barring no incidents happen. So we'll move a little further back here. That car right there is the last car going to be making it to the feature race. That is Matt Burkhart. he has got to stay just ahead of Aaron Theriot, who is in 11th place right now. If he wants to stay in the feature race tonight, he will be starting dead last in that feature, but he will be making it right now. Aaron Theriot not going to be making it all. Putting on a good run, though, here for himself is Paul Crumry in that 8 car. So putting on a very good show for himself. He said he is not real familiar with these cars. They're not one of the easiest to drive for him. So he's to be in the top 10 here, moving on to the feature race. A great run for him. Moving a little bit further up, we still have that battle going on. That is for 3rd position through 6th place, through 3rd, 4th, and 5th right there. 6th place, Casey Mullen was a little bit closer. He has since fallen off, but that is 3rd, 4th, and 5th right there. That is going to be the 999 of Dennis Potridge, William Evans, and Richard Stallings, then battling for 3rd position. As it looks like Richard Stallings may try to take it. He can't complete it though again, but he did get by William Evans on the inside. So there must be something down there on that inside groove that he has found that is letting him get by, as he's going to put a slide job on the 999 of Potridge, and he will have him at the line for 3rd place. But he's got to make it stick everywhere else. He needs to get up in front of him to see if he can make it stick a little bit better, but he is ahead of him at the line last lap. So we'll see. Laps are winding down now. Green flag has been out for quite some time, and that time is going to be Potridge at the line. So that is a great battle again for 3rd place. Side by side is going to be Potridge and Stallings, as they are nearly still side by side. They are going into turn 3, turn 4. We'll see how it is. Right now it's Stallings, but it's going to be Potridge at the line once again to take the position at that lap. And I believe that was the last lap, folks. Yellow flag is out on the track. So this race is over, folks. Red flag now coming out for all these drivers to stop on the backstretch. So we'll take a look back here. The one car on the track that it will be going home is going to be the 83 of Aaron Theriot. So unfortunate for him. He had a heck of a run, but just unfortunately came up one spot short of going to the feature race here tonight. So better luck to him next week, possibly Sunday if he's running in the late models. So again, those are your cars going to the feature race, minus Aaron Theriot. It's going to be Justin Chapman, Casey Malone, Dennis Potridge, Richard Stallings, Christopher Taggett, Matt Burkhart, William Evans, Paul Crumry, Coy Pennington, and Jason McSparron. So all of those moving on. Aaron Theriot will unfortunately have to pack it up a little bit earlier than he probably wanted, but he will come back next week or Sunday and just give it to him again, see if he can get up there. But we'll be right back with your feature race, folks, in just a few moments. Alright folks, your feature race is coming up, but we just got the memo in from Race Control that the 115 Coy Pennington jumped the start during that B main, which puts him to the back of the field. So that means Aaron Theriot will make the feature race here tonight. So again, Coy Pennington in the 115 jumping start didn't give the slot back to the leader, so that puts him at the back of the B main, moving Aaron Theriot into the feature race here coming up in just a few moments. We thought we would relay that information to y'all as soon as we found out. So again, Aaron Theriot in, Coy Pennington out. So that little switch up, we'll see how that plays out here in the feature race coming up very quickly. Alright folks, that checkered flag has waved on the B main and that session is complete. So moving on, your feature race folks is starting in about 2 laps here for pacing. For anybody that is new in the chat here tonight, the way this is going to work, they have scheduled on the books 55 laps here tonight. We are only going to be racing 50 of those. So here's how it goes. Based on heat races, the Trophy Dash, C main and B main, that will determine where you actually start. This is not the correct running order right here. So once they hit the green flag from iRacing, they will not go green. We will manually throw a yellow flag. One row will go high, one row will go low, and then they will start moving up through the middle to determine where they're going to start. So those cars in the back are going to be the ones at the front. So they will come forward, get in their correct positions, and then we have 5 laps to do that. So again, once they get in the correct order, folks, we will pull up the grid and we will go through your official HRE Motorsports starting grid. Alright folks, gridding again underway here. Those gaps you see, we're not waiting on those guys. Those are guys that unfortunately did not make it out of the B main. So here in just, well, about 10 seconds, these guys will start rolling off. Here we are pacing now. Again, these guys are going to roll off a pacing little spot here on the track. And again, how this is going to work, for anyone that just got in here, they have 2 laps of pacing here. iRacing gives them the green flag. We throw the yellow flag manually, or Race Control will. Then Race Control will give them the green flag to start lap 6. And from that point on, iRacing will control this race. So we do this manually, but that is the best way to do it here right now on iRacing. So you are in for some great racing. 20 of the fastest drivers here on iRacing in the feature race coming up. Again, in just about a lap, we will start getting in the correct order, and then once that does happen, we will go through your official HRE Motorsports starting grid. Alright, you should see the pace car fixing the dive off here in just a second. Those lights are off. Again, once that yellow or green flag is thrown, they will not go green flag racing though. Alright, yellow flag has thrown. You'll see one group high, one group low. Everybody will start coming down the middle to get in their correct positions. They have to do this, folks, without stopping on the track and causing another caution to bring that out. So they do this very methodically and very well planned out. These drivers are the best of the best here on iRacing. They know exactly what they're doing. As it looks like moving up to the front is going to be John Fiddler and Andrew Ingles. So Andrew Ingles, heck of a run here tonight, folks. So that is probably one of the best runs he's had in this in a league race period that we have broadcast. So great run for him, regardless of how tonight goes. He's up front and he is ready to come out with a win here tonight. Alright, these guys are getting in the correct order here. So we'll see here in just a second. We'll give them one more lap to make sure everybody is in that correct order before we go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. Switch to TV3, folks, here so you can get a wider angle and just look at that field. 20 of the fastest drivers here on iRacing fixing to take the green flag. We'll zoom out for just a minute and we'll go through again your HRE Motorsports starting grid. Going to be row 1, John Fiddler and Andrew Ingles. Row 2 is going to be Travis Marsh and Dan Murray. Row 3, Mason Crawford and Zach Rounds. Row 4, Nathan Davis and Jacob Fields. Row 5, Derek Walker and Kyle Trevathan. Row 6 is going to be Justin Chapman and Christopher Taggett. Row 7 is going to be Dennis Potridge and Richard Stallings. Row 8, William Evans and Casey Malone. Row 9, Jason McSparron and Aaron Theriot. And rounding out row 10 is going to be Paul Crumry and Matt Burkhart. Again, there is going to be nobody after that. Those guys not making it there. Everybody else is not going to make it, so only the top 20 cars will be making the race. So we have one more lap. We're going to be going green flag racing to start the next lap, folks. Again, iRacing will control it from this point on. Alright, folks, switching to TV2 so you can get a closer view here. Looks like we are ready. Green flag is out once again. Pop up the top 3 so you can see who those top 3 drivers are. There is a huge battle going on right now for third place. That'll be Mason Crawford, Travis Marsh, Dan Murray as they're stacking up. Nate Davis in there. Derek Walker getting in the mix too. As we have one car, looks like they're going to the back, but no cautions so far. They are beating and banging all over the place, folks. We got a battle for the lead between Andrew Ingles and John Fiddler. Caution comes out. It's going to be Christopher Taggett being involved in that caution here, and Matt Burkhart as well. So let's take a look and see what happened, folks. Not sure what happened. He may have just got involved in this. Check out with Christopher Taggett here real fast. They were beating and banging all over the place, folks. Oh, we got a car upside down. Not sure that 007 car. That was Jacob Fields flipping, landing back on his wheels, and back to racing. Here he comes, folks. Back up to live here. He's still in 12th place. Everybody's still on the track, though. Nobody getting a whole lot of damage from that. But it looks like the 007 car, that is Jacob Fields, will go into the pits. I'm not sure if his night is going to be over or not, but he is definitely going to go into his pit stall. Back up front, your leader still is John Fiddler. He has led all 8 laps here so far. So we'll have to just wait and see if he comes on the top. Andrew Ingles putting on a heck of a run for that position, trying to get by him. So only a few laps in the book, but we'll go over it real fast. Your top 5 after 8 laps, 6 and 9, is going to be John Fiddler, Andrew Ingles, Mason Crawford, Travis Marsh, and Dan Murray. Again, those are your top 5 drivers after 9 laps completed here. So we are going to be going green, it looks like, to start lap 11 here. So this should be, again, a great race. We'll have those few cautions at the start. Everyone will get single filed out. And then we will go green flag racing here and have a ton of green flag laps. 50 laps here we have to do. We've already completed a few of those here real fast. 1 caution, 3 laps, still 46 laps left to go. No lead changes as the pace truck is getting ready to dive into pit road. Green flag is out once again. John Fiddler getting a great start here, folks. He is a terrific driver. Andrew Ingles right behind him. Another great driver. Mason Crawford having a little blinking issue there. Nevertheless, he is in 3rd, putting on a great run. Travis Marsh, always a contender to be up front and be in the win. Right behind him in 5th, Nate Davis and Justin Chapman in 6th. Those who are side by side going into 1 here. Who will come out on top there out of that battle? Dan Murray's right behind them in 7th place. And uh-oh. Hang on, folks. We are having a technical issue. We will get that back up right now as we're still watching Nate Davis and Justin Chapman put on a good battle. It looks like we have the 20. That is Derek Walker right behind them as well. So we'll get this stuff back up and running for you here, folks. Again, sorry about that. Not sure what happened. Take a look here and see. There we go. Back up to the front, though. While we were away, missed that, unfortunately. Andrew Ingles does take the lead. So again, your new leader is Andrew Ingles, who took the lead. He has led 3 laps now. Sorry about that, folks, with that little confusion we had going there. Not sure why that software crashed, but we are back. Mason Crawford in 3rd. Right there, those look 2 teammates together there. John Fiddler and Mason Crawford. So they're, again, teammates racing each other. That is for 2nd and 3rd position. Justin Chapman now back up to the front where he normally runs. He's going to get by Travis Marsh for 4th position. So he will get that position taken from him. Put up our top 3. Once again, Andrew Ingles out front. Looks like Zach Rounds, again, didn't even take a qualifier. Now he is back up front here. Possibly going to get away with the win. We don't know. He's in the top 10 in 6th place right now. Putting on a heck of a run for Travis Marsh and the 07 of Justin Chapman. Nate Davis back in 7th. Has fallen back just a little bit. He is catching them, though, fairly quickly, though. So we'll have to see if anything becomes of that. He's putting on a great show regardless of where he finishes tonight. 19 laps, or 18 laps in the book on lap 19. Back up here to Justin Chapman putting on a good run right now, but he has the 15 of Mason Crawford all over his back number. Caution will wave one more time, and it's going to be for Derek Walker. We told him we'd say it, folks. That is a Pepto-Bismol spill on the backstretch. So, again, Derek Walker in that 20 car is definitely going to be going to the back. We'll take a look here and see exactly what happened, folks. Oh, looks like the 999. That is Potridge getting into Derek Walker, and then Paul Cumber having nowhere to go and gets into him again. So that is going to hurt his car a lot as he's going to have some damage to that car. He will have to go into pit road and get that fixed. It looks like he did already do that. He is backing on the track. Back up to the front here. We will take a look at our top 5 after 20 laps completed. It is all sorts of shaking up now, folks. Andrew Ingles out front has led 9 laps now, followed by John Fiddler, who's led 11, but now in second place. Justin Chapman in third, Mason Crawford in fourth, and Travis Marsh in fifth place now. So again, 20 laps in the book, fixing to be 21 laps in the books. We're going to be under caution here for the second time, actually. That is not accurate because unfortunately the software did shut down. But we have only had 1 lead change, and we have 34 laps to go left here in the race. So again, that is not an accurate count. We have had 2 cautions for about 5 or 6 laps now, actually. So that again is unfortunately not accurate here right now. Alright, folks, pace trucks diving off one more time. Green flag is out once again. Andrew Ingles leading them to a great start here, folks. Right behind them is John Fiddler, though, followed by Justin Chapman and Mason Crawford. Both of these guys have a chance to win this race here tonight. Andrew Ingles is going to have to hold them off as we're rolling out about halfway over here. In the next 3 laps, we'll be halfway done with this race. So we'll check here in the back as we see some beating and banging. Looks like Zach Rounds is going to get tossed around a little bit, as well as Dan Murray. He gets beaten and banged all over. That car is getting destroyed, but he keeps it going and keeps it going straight. As we have, a bunch of cars getting tangled up. Kyle Drathan, it looks like Aaron Theriot as well. So let's take a look and see what happened there, folks. Not sure who that third car was, folks, but somebody else was involved in that. We'll have to wait and see who it is. Stallings getting into the outside wall there. That did not bring in a caution, though. Theriot gets a little sideways and then kind of collects Kyle Trevathan, and the 4 car getting involved. Matt Burkhart involved in that. Hard to say from this angle who might have been at fault for that, but kind of looked like the 999 of Hot Ridge got a little bit loose there. Or not the 999, sorry about that. The 83 of Aaron Theriot may got a little bit loose and almost tagged that wall, and just possibly had to check up more than someone else did, and just kind of tagged him there a little bit and caused that. We won't say. Again, we don't have a very good view from up here in the booth. But regardless, it did bring out a caution. Heavy damage to a lot of cars here. Everybody's on the lead lap, though, and everybody is on the track except for Kyle Trevathan now, who is 2 laps down out of this race. So that is unfortunate for him. He is the first car out of this race. Alright, folks, while we're under caution here real fast, we do want to remind everybody, if you are new, definitely, if you like the racing here tonight, give us a thumbs up on the race, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more. We have races every night of the week. Sometimes we have 2 up to 4 races in one night. So we have a lot of racing action brought to you here on MaxSpeedTV 3 nights a week. I will be bringing you the American Dirt Series as soon as we start our points racing, but we are going green here. Green flag is back in the air. Andrew Ingles getting a terrific start to start lap 28 here, folks. So let's see if he can hold them off right now. He's doing a fine job of it. He very well could come away with the win. Trying not to jinx him too much there, folks, but he is putting on a heck of a run. Right behind him, there is just a massive amount of cars there, all bunched up in one little spot. That is, looks like Travis Marsh, Mason Crawford, Nate Davis, Casey Malone. They're all trading spots back and forth right here. That little cluster right there, that is 5th through 7th place, folks. Trading paint, trading spots. They're trading everything they can. Back up front, though, John Fiddler has his hands full with the 07 of Justin Chapman. Chapman trying to get by John Fiddler to do everything he can there. He's going to try and get that second spot from him. Either way, they're both finishing podiums. But he's going to try to dive it in right there. Try to put a slide jump on. He can't complete it, though. He will settle for 3rd place, but he's going to come in heavy right here possibly try to get him in. They're going to be side by side in turn 4. Who's going to be at the line? It's going to be Fiddler crossing the line first to take second place. Once again, Chapman just can't quite get by him, but Chapman loves to run that bottom line and be a catfish down there, folks. So you better look to see him getting by John Fiddler on that bottom if he's going to do it. As he's going to be side by side, and it will be Chapman at the line that time, folks. So Chapman trying again, losing a lot of momentum on the bottom. He almost got into the outside or the inside wall. He again is trying everything he can to get by Fiddler. Just can't do it. Angel Ingles out front has led 21 laps. It's going to be 22 when he crosses the line here. We are on lap 34 of 55, folks. This race is winding up quickly here now that we are green flag racing. And it looks like we have a car. Oh, 126. That is Christopher Taggett. He went violently flipping. So again, that will bring out a caution here, folks. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. Not sure if he had any help, if that was self-inflicted, but that's coming up. That's turn 4 right there, folks. This all happened in turn 1. Gets into the wall. Oh, all by himself. Catches the fence. Goes on top of there and rolls it twice and ends it up on his lid to stay that way. So looks like he will be out of this race as well. So unfortunate way to finish the race for him. Going back up to the front, though, after 35 laps completed, folks, your leader still, Andrew Ingles, led 24 laps. Chapman now in second. John Fiddler in third, who's led 11 laps here tonight. Mason Crawford in fourth, and Travis Marsh in fifth. So we'll have to wait and see which one of these guys is going to come out on top. So we'll be going green here. Looks like this time by, it looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. No, they are not. Lights are still on. So we're going to take one more lap. We're going to go green flag racing and start lap 38 here in just a few moments, folks. Again, while we do want to take a break here for just a minute, we just want to give a shout out and a thank you to everyone in chat tonight. Thanks for coming out for another race here on MaxSpeedTV. Again, this is the American Dirt Series. This is their modified series presented by No Excuses Racing. So thanks everyone for coming out and definitely attending this race. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans and the drivers that come back and watch all this. Yeah, we see Kyle Trevathan in chat tonight. Unfortunately, he is out of this race now. Had a good run, though. Green flag is back out once again. And just like that, the last two times, Andrew Ingles getting a good start. And he is going to have great starts if he wants to stay ahead of Justin Chapman. Chapman is fast, but they're both running that bottom line. So somebody is going to have to give if they want to pass each other. We're starting lap 39 here. We'll see who it's going to be. We got teammates battling. John Fiddler and Mason Crawford right there for third and fourth. Caution will come out once again, and it's going to involve Potridge and Stallings. So we'll take a look here and see what happened between those two. Alright, folks, let's see what happened. This was in turn 4 right there, but it happened in turn 1, so we'll have to wait and see if somebody got out of shape or what happened. Oh, Potridge gets into Paul Crumry, and then, nowhere to go for Stallings, and then Derek Walker just clobbering Potridge, and he had nowhere to go but right into him, so we go back up to live here. So as of right now, only one car is out of this race, and that is Kyle Trevathan. Unfortunately, had a great run earlier in the heats and in the mains, but unfortunately is out of this race. Christopher Taggett is 6 laps down on pit road, and it looks like Derek Walker is going to be pulling it onto pit road as well. See if he goes any laps down or if he is out of the race or what is going to happen, but it looks like he is catching back up to the field, so he will be back in this race. Only 2 cars currently off the track here as we're about to go green flag racing once again here in just a second. Alright, one more lap to go here, folks. We'll go to start the race on lap 43. So about 12 laps ago when we take the green. We'll take a look here. That is not accurate. We've actually had 5 cautions here. We did have a failure in our software for a minute. 14 laps to go, 1 lead change, and that was Andrew Ingles taking the lead from John Fiddler. So we'll look to see. Chapman would love to come away with the win here, but those two are going to battle extremely hard for the win. And then you can't count out John Fiddler and Mason Crawford or Travis Marsh. Those are your top 5 drivers. Any one of those 5 could come away with this. Green flag is out once again. Andrew Ingles leading them to the start. Andrew Ingles again getting a great start. We look back to 5th place though. Look at that Travis Marsh. We talked about him. He is getting by the 05. That is John Fiddler. So he's going to try to take that spot from him. That is for 4th place. He will have him at the line though, folks. We'll see if he can make it stick down on the bottom. Not going to be able to. There he goes. He's going to make it stick there as John Fiddler's going to lose maybe 2 spots there. To Casey Malone, he might lose another spot. We'll just have to wait and see. Back up to front, Chapman all over the back bumper of Andrew Ingles. As we're going to have 10 laps to go next time by, folks. Again, 10 laps to go when they cross the line here. And looks like a caution will come out. It's going to be Matt Burkhart involved in this one. So we'll take a look here, folks, see what happened. Matt Burkhart going to be involved, and maybe someone else. We'll see Burkhart getting into the wall a little bit there, but no harm done. Oh, Derek Walker may have slid up just a little bit into him. That's not what brought it out. That is what brought the caution out right there, folks. He hit that wall hard, flipping that car over. His night is done, folks. Back up to the front here. We see him going around turn 4. Caution lights are on. Alright, take a look. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we're going to go green flag racing with about 7 laps to go here, folks. So this is going to be an exciting finish. I can almost promise you those top 3, Mason Crawford in 3rd, Justin Chapman in 3rd, and Andrew Ingles in 1st, those 3 are going to battle extremely hard. Travis Marsh back in the 4th place right there in that 18 car. He will put up a battle here, folks. Don't count him out. Don't count any of these top 5 drivers out right now. Any of these guys could very easily come away with the win. So you can't count any of them out here. With going to be, again, 8 laps to go. This time we're going to go green with 7 laps to go. We'll just have to wait and see, folks. So if you have a prediction in chat, let us know who you think's going to win here tonight, folks. Who is your prediction? Who would you like to see win? Whether they're in the top 5 or further back, who would you like to see win this race here tonight for the premiere? This is like kind of a show-off race, just to let you know what ADS is all about. A brand new series, American Dirt Series. So it's kind of non-points, little fun race. So we'll see who comes out on top again. We'd like to know who you think's going to win. Post it here in chat as we are going green once again. 7 laps to go at the line. Andrew Ingles got the best start I think he's had all night here in the feature. Travis Marsh all over the back bumper of Mason Crawford now. He's going to try to get by him side by side going into 3. Mason Crawford will shut that door on him though going into 4, but it's not going to help too much. Travis Marsh is all over that back quarter panel. Just can't quite get enough to get by him. We'll look up front. Andrew Ingles still out front. Justin Chapman in 2nd. There's a very little gap between 2nd and 3rd right now. Mason Crawford going to show one more blink there. That's not what he wants to see. Andrew Ingles led the most laps now. 39 laps. 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go when they cross the line here, folks. The last thing anybody wants to see, except for Andrew Ingles, is a caution. If it comes out, he will win this race. But nobody wants to win under caution, so he would like to win it fair and square here. Justin Chapman again in 2nd, Mason Crawford in 3rd. Those are your top 3. Travis Marsh had a run. Now he looks like he may have some trouble here. It looks like Casey Malone in 5th place has got a run on him. We're going to see if he can try to get him on the outside here. Not sure if he can make it stick out there, but he's sure gonna try. We'll keep an eye on those times. .283 behind Andrew Ingles is Justin Chapman. We'll see if Chapman can possibly get by, but right now that is a good battle going on for 5th position. We'll take a look here. We'll see 2 laps ago. Going to be final lap here. White flag fixing to be waving in the air here, folks. When Andrew Ingles crosses the line right there. White flag in the air. Last lap. Chapman to the inside of him. Can Chapman get by him? He's going to race him clean, but I don't know if he has anything for him short of spinning him, and he won't do that. He's going to race him hard, but race him clean. So we'll have to see here, folks. Your winner's going to be Andrew Ingles coming away with the win, followed by Justin Chapman and Mason Crawford. Great win for Andrew Ingles to start this new series. Again, this is the American Dirt Series, Modified Series. So ADS, a Modified Series. Andrew Ingles is your race winner here tonight, folks. Great job for him. He's going to do some donuts, or at least attempt to do a donut there on the front stretch for you. We'll see if he can do one. He's going to park it for victory lane here and get his picture taken with trophy girls and all that good stuff. So again, he is your race winner. But don't go anywhere, folks. Stay right here. We will be right back with your post-race interviews of those top 3 drivers. Alright, folks, we are back with your post-race interviews, starting with 3rd place, Mason Crawford. So, congrats on 3rd place finish. How was it out there tonight? That looked like some intense racing all night long.
Oh yeah, man, the track was super slick. It was definitely a driver's track.
And as far as bumps or anything, couldn't really see any up here in the booth. Did any form anywhere, or was it pretty smooth sailing out there?
The front straightaway for sure.
Yeah, that's
ramp on the front.
That is probably one of our worst spots. We're right there. Can't really see it for the fence, and all those fans. They were definitely standing for this. I didn't see one person sitting tonight, so y'all put on a great show here. Definitely, you put on a great show for 3rd place there. Travis Marsh was all over your back bumper there for a while. We had a few cautions. Do you think those cautions helped you, or you think they probably could have hurt you if he could have got by you? Because he was definitely on a move tonight.
Yeah, I heard him back there. I think the cautions helped me get to my position, but also allowed somebody behind me to almost pass me.
Well, as we always like to know, any sponsors or anyone you can give a shout out to for your 3rd place finish here tonight?
CNC Designs, MaxSpeedTV, and Shepherd Racing.
All right, all fine companies. And we will get to our 2nd place driver, Justin Chapman. Like I said, you went through, I believe, the C main. It might have been the B main. Either way, you did work your way up through the feature race here tonight. I believe you started, I think it was row 6 inside, if I am correct on that. So, do you think if you'd have had a few more laps, you would have had Andrew?
I don't know if I would have had him. I think I was a little bit faster than him, but he was running the same line I was, so unless I bumped him and moved him, which I wasn't going to do, I wasn't going to be able to get around him.
Yeah, it definitely, y'all looked like you were running the same line there. As far as, especially the last few laps, You both like that inside lane. Whether it's the groove or not, y'all do like the bottom, and it definitely worked out for y'all tonight as it kept y'all up front. But as far as the cautions that we just talked to Mason about, do you think those cautions helped you because you'd gain a few spots, a caution would come out, and you could kind of group back up and then go at it again, or do you prefer it to go green flag racing nonstop?
There in the beginning, the cautions helped me out because I think a couple of times I was next to somebody, starting 11th. I got up next to him, maybe just a little bit in front of him. The caution would come out and iRacing would put me in front of him. So that helped me out. Towards the end, being the leader, you get such a good jump on everybody unless you anticipate it perfectly. And Andrew would just take off on the lead, and I'd start to reel him in and just a little bit, and then the caution would come out, and I'm like, dang it, not again. So, yeah, in the end, it didn't help me out at all.
Yeah, so it's one of those catch-22s that sometimes it's good for you, sometimes it's bad. It helps you get to the front and then hurts you where you couldn't get any further up in the front. But overall, a terrific run here. Again, starting from a little further back in the field, working your way up to second place. So we know you have some sponsors and shout-outs you want to do, so who would those be here tonight for a second place finish?
Yeah, HRA Motorsports, as always. The American Dirt Series for putting this on. I wish it was for points. That'd be kind of good. I got the U.S. Air Force on the car as usual. My employer. I got the Wounded Warrior Project on there now, and my mom's watching, so I gotta say hi, Mom. Love you.
All right, moving on to our winner of the night, Andrew Ingles. First off, congrats on getting a win. We've been seeing you win a lot of hosted races lately. How does it feel to finally get a win here in the league race, whether it is non-points race or not?
It feels great because my luck in league races has not been there for a long time. It also feels good to fend off one of the best around.
Yeah, you definitely, you always start strong, and it seems like sometimes it's not even of your own doing. You get spun or taken out or something, and it's kind of a familiar thing. I'm sure Justin kind of has been in that same boat lately. But both of you finishing first and second. So as far as your thoughts on the cautions, we did have, I think, 5 or 6. I'm not sure on the exact count on that. But did it kind of scare you or not? Or were you pretty cold-blooded, got some ice running through your veins, that you knew as long as you did what you need to do that you could hold off Justin?
I knew with being the leader I would get a great restart and hold that bottom lane. I also knew that he was faster because he would catch me pretty quick after a few laps. So pretty much what ran through my head was stay on the bottom, don't screw up, and make him pass you somewhere else.
All right, well, that being said, do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank Mullet Mafia, you at MaxSpeedTV. Thank you for broadcasting these races. It's always a great show. And the American Dirt Series for hosting these races. Nathan and Cody put a lot of time into this, and it's turning out great.
All right, well, again, congrats on your win here tonight. Justin on second and Mason on third. We still have a few more pieces of business to take care of those. One of those being your unofficial race results, barring any race control issues that they have to take care of. Again, coming away with the win here tonight, Andrew Ingles in first. Second place, Justin Chapman. Third place, Mason Crawford. Fourth place, Travis Marsh. And rounding out the top 5 is going to be Casey Malone. Sixth place, John Fiddler. Seventh place, Nate Davis. Eighth place, Jacob Fields. Ninth place, Zach Rounds. And your top 10 driver is going to be Jason McSparron. Great run for him here tonight. Probably one of the best finishes we've seen him have this season. This is a brand new season, but overall in the last couple weeks, best finish we've seen him have, so good job for him. 11th place, Dan Murray. 12th place, William Evans. 13th place, Richard Stallings. 14th place, Paul Crumry. And 15th place, Derek Walker. 17th place is going to be 16th place, my bad, is going to be Aaron Theriot. 17th place, Dennis Potridge. 18th place, Matt Burkhart. 19th place, Christopher Taggett. And unfortunately having a good run, but just ending it a little too early here in 20th place is going to be Kyle Trevathan. A whole host of drivers not making it into the race tonight. That is unfortunate for them. They will come back next week, see if they can't do it one more time. And I think we have one more practice race before we go. We may not. I believe we have a big money race coming up soon, so we'll get you more information on that shortly. But we do want to remind you of the official partners of MaxSpeedTV here on the broadcast. One of those being Performance PCs. Make sure you check them out at performance-pcs.com for all your water cooling and modification needs. Colby's Eye Paints, if you're looking for a great looking paint job here on iRacing, check them out at facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints. And of course, HRE Motorsports, they are the official team of MaxSpeedTV's broadcast, so check them out at HREMotorsports.com if you're looking to follow a great team. They have a lot of fast drivers, including Justin Chapman, who finished second place here tonight. So make sure you give them a like on their page or check them out on their website for all their videos and photos and all of that great stuff. But again, we are about to sign off for the night. So on behalf of the American Dirt Series and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you next Friday night.